In January 2011, high above the remote mountains of Alaska, an American F-15 Eagle, one of the most lethal fighter jets in United States history, was locked in a dogfight training exercise against a lone adversary aircraft. The F-15 pilot was a seasoned combat veteran with over 3,000 flight hours. He had every advantage: superior altitude, a full weapons loadout, and 2 wingmen backing him up. But he never saw his opponent. Not once. The adversary aircraft, invisible on radar, invisible to the naked eye, and producing almost no infrared signature, silently maneuvered behind the F-15 formation, achieved a perfect firing solution on all 3 Eagles simultaneously, and transmitted a calm, devastating kill confirmation. The exercise was over before the F-15 pilots even understood what had happened. The invisible killer was a single F-22 Raptor, and that training exercise was not an anomaly. In over 20 years of simulated combat, the F-22 Raptor has achieved a verified kill ratio of 104-0. No fighter aircraft in human history has ever achieved anything close to that number. But here is the mystery that baffles the entire military world. If the F-22 Raptor is the most dominant air superiority fighter ever built, a machine so advanced that it makes every other fighter jet on Earth obsolete, why did the United States government permanently ban its export? Why is the most powerful nation on Earth refusing to sell its greatest weapon to even its closest military allies? And why did Congress abruptly kill the program after building only 187 aircraft, when the Air Force begged for 750? The answer involves a web of classified stealth technology, political betrayal, a secret Cold War arms race, and a terrifying engineering secret that the Pentagon will protect at any cost. The story of the F-22 begins not in a gleaming aerospace laboratory, but in the paranoid corridors of Cold War intelligence. In 1981, American spy satellites captured a chilling image over a restricted Soviet airfield near Zhukovsky. Parked on the tarmac was a massive, angular fighter prototype unlike anything Western intelligence had ever seen. It was the Mikoyan MiG 1.44, the Soviet Union's first attempt at building a 5th-generation stealth superfighter. Simultaneously, intelligence reports confirmed that the Sukhoi Design Bureau was developing another advanced prototype called the S-37 Berkut, a bizarre forward-swept-wing fighter designed for extreme maneuverability. Moscow was not building one next-generation fighter. It was building 2. The Pentagon panicked. America's frontline fighters, the F-15 Eagle and F-16 Fighting Falcon, were designed in the 1970s. If the Soviets fielded a true stealth superfighter before America did, NATO's entire air defense strategy would collapse overnight. In 1981, the United States Air Force launched the Advanced Tactical Fighter Program, known as ATF. The requirements were staggering and unprecedented. The new fighter had to achieve air dominance through a revolutionary combination of stealth, supersonic cruise without afterburners, extreme agility, and advanced sensor fusion. In short, the Air Force demanded a fighter that could see everything, be seen by nothing, and kill anything. 2 aerospace giants, Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman, entered a brutal, decade-long competition. Lockheed's prototype was the YF-22. Northrop's was the YF-23 Black Widow. The YF-23 Black Widow was, by many accounts, the more radical and stealthier design. Its diamond-shaped fuselage, butterfly tail, and deeply buried engines gave it a radar cross-section that some engineers claimed was even smaller than the YF-22. It was also faster in supercruise. But in April 1991, the Air Force announced its decision. The YF-22 had won. The official reason was that the YF-22 demonstrated superior agility and lower production risk. But decades later, former program managers revealed a deeper truth. The Pentagon chose the YF-22 because Lockheed had proven, through the legendary F-117 Nighthawk program, that it could actually mass-produce stealth aircraft without catastrophic cost overruns. Northrop, by contrast, was hemorrhaging billions on the troubled B-2 Spirit bomber program. With the contract secured, Lockheed Martin's Skunk Works division began transforming the prototype into the production F-22 Raptor. And this is where the engineering became genuinely terrifying. The F-22's radar cross-section is classified at the highest level of national security. But leaked Pentagon assessments suggest that on radar, the F-22 appears roughly the size of a steel marble. A 64,000-pound supersonic fighter jet, carrying 8 missiles internally, registers on enemy radar as an object smaller than a hummingbird. This is not a marginal advantage. This is a fundamental rewriting of the physics of aerial combat. To achieve this near invisibility, Lockheed engineers developed radar-absorbent materials and geometric shaping techniques so classified that the specific compounds and angles remain restricted to a handful of engineers with the highest security clearances in the United States government. But stealth is only one dimension of the F-22's dominance. The real secret weapon is something Lockheed calls sensor fusion. Every previous fighter jet forced its pilot to juggle multiple separate sensor displays. One screen for radar, another for infrared search, another for electronic warfare, another for data link information from Allied aircraft. In a high-speed dogfight, this information overload could kill a pilot faster than any enemy missile. The F-22 eliminated this problem entirely. Its APG-77 active electronically scanned array radar, combined with passive infrared sensors, electronic warfare receivers, and real-time data links, feeds every piece of battlefield information into a single unified tactical picture displayed on one screen. The pilot sees the entire battle space, every enemy aircraft, every surface-to-air missile site, every Allied asset, as a single, godlike overhead view. Former F-22 pilots described the experience as seeing the future. While enemy pilots are still trying to find the Raptor on their obsolete radar screens, the F-22 pilot has already identified, tracked, and prioritized every threat within a 200-mile radius. The kill decision is made before the enemy knows a fight has even begun. Combined with supercruise, the ability to fly at Mach 1.82 without afterburners, the F-22 can enter a combat zone at supersonic speed, launch missiles from extreme range, and disappear before the enemy's radar can even register a contact. This is not dogfighting. This is assassination from another dimension. So why did the United States ban the export of this ultimate weapon? The answer lies in a single piece of legislation, the Obey Amendment, passed by Congress in 1998. Introduced by Representative David Obey, this law explicitly prohibits the sale or export of the F-22 Raptor to any foreign nation. Period. No exceptions. Not to Britain, not to Japan, not to Australia, not to Israel, not even to NATO allies who have fought alongside America in every major conflict since World War II. The reasoning is brutally simple. The F-22 contains stealth materials, radar-absorbent coatings, electronic warfare algorithms, and sensor fusion software that represent the single most closely guarded collection of military secrets in American history. If even one F-22 were exported, the risk of reverse engineering, espionage, or technology transfer would be catastrophic. Japan, Australia, and Israel all formally requested to purchase the F-22. Japan offered to pay over $400 million per aircraft. All were denied. Instead, these allies were offered the F-35 Lightning, a less capable but exportable fifth-generation fighter. But the export ban was only half the story. In 2009, Secretary of Defense Robert Gates recommended terminating F-22 production entirely after just 187 aircraft, arguing that the fighter was too expensive and that the cheaper F-35 could fill the role. Congress agreed. The production line was shut down and physically destroyed. Former Air Force Chief of Staff General Norton Schwartz later called the early termination one of the most consequential defense decisions in modern history. Today, the Air Force is struggling to maintain its aging fleet of Raptors, cannibalizing parts from one aircraft to keep others flying. Today, only 183 combat-ready F-22 Raptors exist on planet Earth. They are stationed at a handful of heavily guarded Air Force bases across the United States and deployed in small numbers to strategic locations in the Pacific, Europe, and the Middle East. Every single F-22 is considered so valuable that the Air Force has implemented extraordinary measures to protect the fleet. Maintenance crews must hold top-secret security clearances. The aircraft's stealth coating must be meticulously reapplied after every few flights. And the specific radar-absorbent materials are stored in climate-controlled vaults. In its rare operational deployments, the F-22 has demonstrated its dominance with terrifying efficiency. During operations over Syria in 2014, F-22s provided air cover for coalition strike packages, detecting and tracking enemy aircraft and surface-to-air missile systems that no other coalition fighter could see. Pilots of Allied aircraft reported that the F-22 seemed to operate in a completely different reality, seeing threats that were invisible to everyone else. The F-22 Raptor stands as both the greatest triumph and the greatest tragedy of American military engineering. It is the most lethal air superiority fighter ever conceived, a machine that rendered every other fighter jet on Earth obsolete the moment it took flight. And yet, political decisions, budget wars, and the fear of its own secrets being stolen ensured that fewer than 200 were ever built. The Raptor remains a silent, invisible guardian, a weapon so powerful that even its creator